Shit. He was out of coffee. Not surprisingly, since he usually grabbed his from work, because Molly, who ran the office at Hunt Investigations, made world-class coffee. And since one of the benefits of living on the 4th floor of the Pacific Pier building and working on the 2nd floor meant convenience, he texted the coffee master himself. Any chance you'd send up a cup of coffee via the dumbwaiter? A few seconds later, from his bedroom came a cell phone buzzing with an unfamiliar tone, and he froze. If his plan was to leave before the awkward morning after, and that was always the plan, he was on borrowed time. Since nothing came back to him from Molly, he moved on to Plan B and scrawled out a quick note. Sorry, had to get to work. Take your time. Then he hesitated. Did she even know his name? Having no idea, he added, I'm leaving cash for an Uber or Lyft. Lucas. He dropped some money next to the note and grimaced at himself for still being a complete asshole. He stared down at his phone. Still nothing from Molly, which meant she wasn't going to save the day. She was smart, sharp, and amazing at her job, but for reasons unknown, she wasn't exactly interested in pleasing anyone, especially him. Locking up, he left his apartment. The Pacific Pier building was over a century old and sat in the center of the Cow Hollow district of San Francisco. It was 5 stories of corbelled brick, exposed iron trusses, and big windows built around a legendary fountain. Retail and businesses took up the ground and 2nd floors, with residential on the 3rd and 4th. The 5th floor penthouse belonged to his friend, Spence Baldwin, who owned the building. All of it was currently decorated for the holidays like it was about to star in a Hallmark movie. Lucas jogged down 2 flights of stairs to the 2nd floor, passing by the building manager's office and the offices of a nonprofit to get to Hunt Investigations. He was fully prepared to be blasted by Molly at her front desk, not just for his text, but for his appearance at all. Off duty since the shooting, he wasn't supposed to be back at work until next week, and that was if his doctor cleared him. But Lucas couldn't stay home another day, a fact that didn't have anything to do with the stranger in his bed. Or at least not all due to the stranger in his bed. He scrubbed a hand over his unshaved jaw, feeling incredibly tense, which, for a guy who'd apparently gotten laid last night, didn't make much sense. Nor did the fact that sitting on a bench outside of Hunt Investigations' front door were 2 old ladies dressed up as elves. Knitting elves. The one on the left looked to be making a Christmas stocking. The one on the right was working on something too small to see. They smiled at him in greeting, lips coated in bright red lipstick. Left elf had a smudge of it on her teeth, and her little elf cap seemed to quiver on top of her white hair. Right elf pulled out her phone. I just got a text from Louise, she told left elf. It says, don't be late for work tonight. Santa's turned into Grinch. SMH. She blinked. What does SMH mean? Shaking my head, left elf said. Oh, thank goodness, right elf said, putting a hand to her heart. I thought it meant sex might help. They both cackled over that before they saw Lucas.
Hello there, young man, left elf said. We were hoping you were Molly. We've got a problem involving a bad Santa, and she said to meet her here.
Bad Santa, Lucas repeated, starting to wonder if maybe he was still in bed, dreaming this day.
Yes, we work for him, obviously,
right elf said, gesturing to herself. You're Santa's elves, he said slowly. And you work for him at the North Pole?
Right, left elf snorted. We work right here in this city like you, at the Christmas village in Soma, in 2 tight costumes.